New renders of Google's upcoming Pixel 10a have surfaced online, and people have mixed reactions. At first glance, the Pixel 10a looks almost exactly like the Pixel 9a from last year, and that might not be good news for fans who were expecting something new. The leaked CAD-based images show that Google is sticking to the same design formula it has used before. The phone has flat sides, a plastic back, and the familiar Pixel camera bar that holds to cameras. The bezels around the screen are still pretty thick, even though users have been hoping Google would make them thinner by now. Another detail that stands out is the button placement. The power button is above the volume rocker, a design choice that not everyone likes. Some find it unique, while others think it's inconvenient. Overall, it looks like Google is playing it safe with the design. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does raise the question, what's new this time? When it comes to specs, leaks suggest that the Pixel 10a will have a 6.2-inch display. The phone's dimensions are expected to be around 153.9 x 72.9 by 9 millimeters, making it a bit thick compared to other mid-range phones. It will likely have a 5,100 mAh battery, which should deliver solid battery life, similar to what we saw with the Pixel 9a, but the biggest topic of discussion is the processor. Reports claim that the Pixel 10a might come with Google's Tensor G4 chip, the same processor that powered the Pixel 9a. This means performance might not improve much, which could make the new model feel like a small update rather than a real upgrade. The new flagship Pixel 10 series, on the other hand, is expected to use the more advanced Tensor G5 chip, so the difference might be noticeable. The expected price of the Pixel 10a is around $499, keeping it in the mid-range category. However, at this price point, users might expect something more exciting than just a recycled design and old hardware. Google's decision to play it safe might actually be a risk, especially when competition is getting tougher. Samsung, for example, usually makes at least small but meaningful improvements to its mid-range Galaxy S series phones each year, whether it's a brighter screen, faster charging, or better cameras. Even if the designs don't change much, those phones still feel fresh. If Google releases a Pixel 10a that looks and performs almost the same as the 9a, many people might skip it altogether. There's also talk about when Google plans to launch the Pixel 10a. Some reports suggest it could come out late in 2025, possibly around the holiday season. That timing might not be ideal because that's when big flagship phones from Apple and Samsung dominate attention. A spring 2026 release might make more sense, giving Google a chance to market the phone properly without so much competition. For years, the Pixel A series has been one of the most popular budget-friendly phones, offering the same great camera performance and clean Android experience as Google's flagships, but at a lower price. Models like the Pixel 6a, 7a, and 9a earned praise for delivering excellent value. But if these new leaks are correct, the Pixel 10a may not carry on that same reputation. The Tensor G4 is still a capable chip, but it's not much of an upgrade. Combined with an old design, there isn't much for fans to look forward to. Of course, these are early leaks, and Google might surprise everyone with new camera sensors, improved AI features, or other software upgrades once Android's next version launches. Still, based on what's known so far, the Pixel 10a looks like it will be a phone for those who just want a simple, dependable Pixel experience rather than cutting-edge features. In a market filled with strong mid-range options from brands like Samsung, OnePlus, and Xiaomi, this cautious approach could make it harder for Google to stand out, unless Google adds something truly new before launch. The Pixel 10a might end up being one of those phones people overlook, not because it's bad, but because it doesn't bring anything exciting or different to the table.